Hello guys, this is CocoSmackDown and I'm joined with Silent Core,
Hey, how's it going?
and we're just talking a little bit about some things going on with Ace of Spades, including um, are we getting paid to do this? The beta of Ace of Spades before Jagex purchased it, class changes and potentially future updates. So um, I guess I'll just start off with this because over the forum page people have been saying that, or actually they made pictures that said that I was getting paid by Jagex and that basically everyone else could go F off and stuff like that. And actually, neither of us get paid to specifically by Jagex to do this. We're just doing it for fun, and they asked us to do it. So I guess really the only thing that they gave us was free codes to give out to other people, which was kind of a nice thing, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if Jagex Contact how it worked with you, but with me, I kind of just watched the trailer on YouTube, and I tried to get in contact with the Ace of Spades people via Twitter to just find out when, because they didn't really give a release date or something. They were just
Mm-hmm.
throwing up a few teasers on their YouTube channel, and I thought this looks pretty fun. I mean, it's like a shooting version of Minecraft. I got to try this, and then I contacted them. They're like, just gave me a bunch of codes to give out in my YouTube channel, and I thought, oh, great. But after a few videos I posted, I kept on having people posting comments saying like, "How much are Jagex paying you to promote this?" And I think you said you had a bit of that as well.
Yeah,
And so we might as well clear up at the start before we get into this that neither of us are being paid by Jagex. We're not, we make videos because we have fun playing them, not because we're walking advertisements.
exactly. So let's talk a little bit about the beta before Jagex purchased the game and what's really changed and why a lot of people have found themselves sticking to. There's a website where you can actually play the old version, and honestly, I don't know why people still want to play the old game. Because if you ever saw any of the old game footage, it was you had a semi-automatic gun, and then you had a rifle and like a what else? You had a shotgun. So those three, and that's really all you did. And you just kind of played for hours upon hours. There wasn't any time limits. Scores could go for however long you wanted, and there wasn't really many map creations. And I feel like all the maps were just terrible. And so, one thing I think Jagex has done a really good job of is actually making maps that are like usable, and you can actually go around, and they actually make sense, and they're all based off different stuff. And I think that's pretty cool.
So when Jagex took I haven't actually played the beta version myself, but when Jagex took the beta version, did they completely recreate all the maps and all the classes themselves, or did they sort of keep the classes and just
Um,
mix up the maps a little bit?
Well, I think they expanded on some of the stuff, but they've kept like the shotgun still in there and the machine gun still in there and stuff like that. And they had people vote for which maps they wanted to bring back into the game, and I think a few of the ones that just got released in the new update are actually old maps from the beta. So at least they're working together with the people. They're trying to get as many people to like speak out for on the forums for what they want to see in the new updates. So I think that's really cool. They're really working with the community a lot.
Yeah, I think I think the game came out a little bit too early. I think Jagex probably should have. I don't know if they wanted to rush it and get it out before Christmas so everyone would spend their Christmas money on it.
Hmm.
But I really think that they should have worked on the game a little bit, or even like did some sort of pre-release for it, so they could figure out all the problems with the classes because they've been switching up. They've been like nerfing and
It's changed a
classes
lot.
like
Like the sniper scope has changed, the commando's health has changed. Like everything just keeps changing, and one day you'll log in and you'll be like, "Oh, I have 25 shots with the Rocketeer," and then the next day you log in, there's like 4, and then you're like, "What the hell? I can't kill a single person with this." So yeah,
yeah, like every time I go and choose a sniper, I swear it's got a different sort of scope on it. Like
yeah, yeah, it really does. The new one like kind of scares me. In all honesty, I'm looking more at the little red blocks inside of the scope rather than looking for people most of the time because they're just gigantic in there. But um,
yeah, it's a little bit hard to find people sometimes in that scope.
yeah, I think one thing that's gonna be cool in like with the class changes and stuff is that I think they're going to add more weapons into the game as time goes on, and so it'd be cool to see like maybe the sniper getting a different kind of sniper or something, and maybe it'll be one person will be better at using this kind of weapon than another. So I'm excited to see what they do with that.
Yeah, I noticed in towards the release of the actual game, they posted a few teasers of it, and in one of the teasers, they were actually using weapons that aren't even available in the game just now. I think it was the rifle or the sniper rifle
Yeah,
without a scope.
there's
Um,
the semi, and then I also saw mounted turrets. Back when it was in beta, I was talking to the main guy that was producing it, Ben, and he sent me a video link of these mounted turrets that they were implementing, and I don't know where they are, but I hope they come out because they looked pretty sweet. So
yeah, like they added in a sort of snow gun recently that I don't really know the purpose of because
I
the first day I had it, I tried shooting somebody with it, and it just sort of threw blocks around the ground around them, and then they just shot me. It was like, what the hell's this?
yeah, I've been killed by one, I think, once, but it is like a fluke. I probably had like no health left, but basically I feel like that's just the opposite of the drill gun that breaks everything. This just places snow blocks everywhere, and it gets so obnoxious. Like, I don't really know what the whole use of the snow gun was, but I don't know.
Yeah, I
Hopefully
don't know if they'll get rid of that after the Christmas period.
that's true. I think there actually is a new update that's supposed to come out pretty soon. It's supposed to be World War One and World War Two. So, that was kind of the whole focus of the game before. So,
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember them saying they were going to add in some new maps with like trenches and stuff to sort of, which was, I mean, when the game first came out, there wasn't so much of. I mean, you didn't really have to play as a team. You could sort of go off by yourself, and there was no sort
yeah,
of. I think the Castle Wars map was the first map that sort of incorporated teamwork into it, where you can use your miner and actually, mine underground and use the cave system to get to the other side. You can actually use teamwork a lot more on that map.
oh yeah, most definitely. I wanna, you know what I wanna see? I wanna see that one map that was in the trailer that has a pyramid in it. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, yeah.
It was
The
like a
marksman trailer, yeah.
yeah, and I don't know where that is. Like, it's not in the game at all, and that was like the map that I was most excited to play, and then it's like still not in here. So
Yeah, we haven't got any sort of sandy maps at all. It's all kind of snow or
it's all snowy right
trees.
now. Yeah, we got Arctic Base, and then the Heisville one. That one's all snowy too. So I
Oh, yeah,
don't
and
know.
there's the lunar one where you kind of float around.
That one's pretty tight though. I like how they've. I guess each map has kind of a different like feel to it, and that's good because if you play like Call of Duty or something, the maps are all identically like mapped out and stuff. So at least they're making them all different, and it's always fun to switch up and play on the different ones. But yeah, I mean, where did Team Deathmatch go? Like that's
Yeah,
what
like
I want to
every
know.
every time I look to join a game, there's always something different about that menu. Like they changed the amount of people you can have in a game. Like when they first brought it out, every world had 32 maximum, and now
Yeah,
now there's some of them you can only get like 12 people in. And there's only like one ever team deathmatch game.
I think
Everyone just goes in zombies now.
everyone's just addicted to zombies, so I
Yeah.
guess that's where it's at now.
And
So.
like, how would you feel about custom maps if people were able to, like Minecraft, where you can sort of make your own maps
Oh,
and release them on the forums? Like, how would you feel about that?
I think that would be awesome, but I think that if they make custom maps, they should be put on like, someone should be able to host their own server, and then people can vote on which maps actually get implemented into the game. Because, like I said about the beta, there were some maps that people would make, and it was just like, it made no sense why it was that. It'd be like kind of like an hourglass shape, and you'd meet up in the middle, and there's one block to stand on, and the rest is water, and you're like, what the hell? So I think voting for maps would definitely be a way to go. But I would love
Yeah,
to see people's creations.
yeah, give it some sort of rating system so you know kind of what you're getting into in the maps.
Exactly. Yeah. Because you don't want to join a map that's just like completely brutal, and then it'll be no fun whatsoever. So, yeah. I think
So do you
that.
think after playing the beta, do you think that Jagex have given this game sort of justice after the beta, like having coming from both sides? Like I've only played the game after it's been officially released on
Yeah.
Steam, but do you think they've like significantly improved the free version?
I definitely think they've improved it. It's funny because a lot of people comment on the videos and they're like, the old one was better, but it's like, you really could only play that game for a certain amount of time, and then you'd have to drop it because there was literally no point to it. And now, there's so many different game modes to play, and there's different classes to try out. And if you get tired of playing one class, then it's easy enough to switch to another class, and it basically feels like a whole new game. So I definitely think they've done a lot of good improvements to it, and all these patches that they've recently made, I think it's in favor of the game becoming a better game. So Yeah.
I think it's definitely worth the. I think it's on sale at the moment, so it's only like $8 at the moment. But some people
Yeah.
complain about that because it used to be free, and I don't know. I mean, coming from a RuneScape player, I mean, I probably pay that much in like 2 months membership for RuneScape, and I've paid that for years. So,
Hmm.
like $8 for a one-time payment, you know, to have a good few hours fun. I mean, that seems worth it to me.
Oh, most definitely. And like, this is how I think about it. You don't get free groceries. You don't pay, or you don't get a free house in real life. You know, these people are working hard to make a game. The least you could do is spend $10 on it. I mean, like $10. That's really nothing for a video game out there. You spend $60 to get a repeat of any Xbox game that has a sequel to it nowadays. So if you if you can't spend $10, like, I don't know. It's really not a lot of money.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, how do you feel about Jagex as a company? Because they receive a lot of criticism. Even in, like, you'd think Ace of Spades would be a completely different community from RuneScape, but you know, there's a lot of overlap. People play both. People know.
Yeah.
People are still upset by Jagex. I don't know if Jagex have any way of redeeming themselves after the upset that they've caused in the RuneScape community, but I kind of feel that that's come over to the Ace of Spades, and people are still angry at them, and you know, are pretty unforgiving. Like, do you think that's ever going to change?
I think, I guess just because of all the stuff that has happened with RuneScape, they're gonna have to. It's gonna take some time for them to, earn their name back. But you look at any game company, and especially EA. Like, EA has a lot of haters right now just for everything they've been putting out, and it's just you just gotta not even think about that. You just skip it and just say, we're making games for the people that enjoy the games, and I think more people, like, Ace of Spades is still a fairly small game, and it has a lot more potential. So I think as it keeps going on, and more people that are from that old Ace of Spades community that don't want to switch over, that I think they'll finally start giving it a chance or something like that, and eventually everyone will, I think, forgive Jagex. I personally think that they've done a great job, and I mean, I loved RuneScape, and the only Jagex games I played I really enjoyed.
So, like, I think you kind of have to praise Jagex for the fact that they're so quick to update. Like, if there's a problem, you know, they are pretty quick in updating it. They have like they have community staff on day and night. So you kind of, I mean, if there's a problem in, like, say, Call of Duty, I mean, I don't know if you remember that care package glitch. I mean, that went on for like
Oh.
that went on for like a month or something
Yeah, it
before
did.
EA updated it.
There was, yeah, any of those games, like those, like, Call of Duty patches, they take forever, and people just exploit those so poorly. And with this, I can, post something on the forums and get a response within the day, and then, they can help fix it, and they want to fix it. I actually think they care about the games compared to some of the other game companies, and that's a plus for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I think that just about wraps up everything that we really did want to talk about. So,
Yeah, I mean, we covered about Jagex not paying their video makers. We talked a little bit about the beta before Jagex got their hands on it. A few things about the class changes. Covered a little bit about the future updates. We'd like to see a few more guns. Looking forward to new maps. Possibly the having custom maps in the future, that would be a thing. So do you think Ace of Spades overall, do you think this is going to be like the next big thing on YouTube? Because right now I think there's only like 4 video makers or something, including
yeah.
us, and making videos for this.
I don't know if it's going to be the next, like, big YouTube game, but I think it's definitely a good game to, fill in gaps for if other people, it's similar to Minecraft, or it's even similar to a shooter game. So, if someone's getting tired of playing a game, it's definitely fun filler game that you can upload onto YouTube, and it's a fun game just to pass time and play. Like, in all reality, I'd rather play this, and, you don't really care about your kill death spread or anything. You kind of just play it to have a good time, and that's the best part about it to me.
Yeah, so there's no KD ratio or any sort of egos on this. You don't get people screaming down the microphones when you join a lobby or anything. It's all just fun and games.
Yeah, so that's what I really like about it, and that to me is the biggest thing that has stuck from them changing from the beta to actually being released on Steam. They've really kept its roots on not giving you a kill death ratio. Yeah, you get one if you play ranked games, but the amount of people that play ranked games right now is ridiculously low.
Yeah,
so,
I haven't tried that at all. I've only been on the sort of fun ones.
Yeah, you only really find yourself playing 1v1 games and stuff like that for most of the time, but I think it's mostly just a pass some time and play the game, enjoy it. It's just really fun. It's just a fun game to play every now and then.
Yeah, like one thing I really love about it is just being one of the first people to make videos of it as well. Like, I mean, you're a bit of a grandfather of this game because you've been playing it since the beta, but I've been playing it since it came out, like officially with Jagex. So it's kind of nice to see how it's progressed since the start, and I guess being able to teach people some things about the classes and doing class reviews. It's kind of fun. It's not often you get to do that when a game first gets out, being to be one of the first ones to make videos and having like a close relationship with Jagex, I guess. You know, I've seen they've been promoting a lot of video makers on their Twitter and stuff. It really is kind of nice to see that they're, you know, looking into the community and, you know, noticing us, I guess.
Oh, definitely. That's a really big part about it too. That's just them helping support us is really awesome, because I haven't seen that with really any other game companies. So
yeah, absolutely.
That's where Jagex is the best.
All right, well, it was nice talking to you. Thanks very much for coming on. If you guys from my channel don't already know, this is CocoSmackDown. We just started talking actually when we started making Ace of Spades. We were like, hey, there's another Ace of Spades video maker. We should talk. We decided to play together, and we're hopefully starting up a new series very soon with a few other video makers who are just coming into this game. I think there's Ant Venom and Techlex Plays, and I don't know how to say his name. Is it Corellis?
I think, yeah.
A few other guys. We had an idea, or you had an idea for the Blocking Dead as a title, which I thought was pretty funny.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah, we'll hopefully be starting up a new zombie series that you should see on our channel soon. So check him out if you're going from my channel, CocoSmackDown. I'll put his channel link in the description.
And vice versa for my channel. So.
All right, nice to talk to you, dude.
Yeah,
and I'll
you as well.
play with you soon.
Okay, thank you.